can go when we have to stay where we are. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello to those of you who are new, my name is Teresa. I love books and makeup and bright colors, and we have a lot of fun on this channel. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be awesome. For today's video, I want to do the Goodreads tag. So I have used Goodreads for years now, and when I first used it, I would just kind of say the books that I was reading at that time, but not use it very intensely. But these last at least 2 or 3 years, I have been using it. Like, if I get to like page 15 in my book and I'm done reading for that hour or that time, then I'll type it in my Goodreads and I'll say I'm on page 15. I like really keep it updated. You'll know exactly what page I'm on if you look. Where I know some other of my friends will be like, oh, I forgot to update, or I forgot to say I read this book. So I'm really into Goodreads. So for number 1 is, what was the last book you marked as read? So the last book that I marked as read was The Tale of Emily Windsnap by Liz Kessler. And I rated this a 4.5 stars. This is a middle grade mermaid novel, and okay, it's so adorable. There's so many cute, just everything about it is so cute, and at the end of it I got these like warm fuzzy feelings that like made me want to just keep feeling that middle grade feeling. It was really good. What I'm currently reading right now is Magic by Angie Sage. This is another middle grade. I'm reading this for the middle grade March that I found on Bookstagram, and it is just this readathon for all of March where you just read a bunch of middle grade books. And I have been collecting a few middle grade books over the past year because I read City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, okay, I want more middle grade. So slowly I've been collecting them, so I thought it'd be a great time to read them. Magic, oh, it's amazing. Like, it gives you the Harry Potter feelings without it being Harry Potter, and it's about a like stylist he's like a dad. He finds a little baby in the forest and he takes her home to, you know, raise her, and she might be someone important, and there's just so much mystery, and intertwined is like this whole world building, but it's like simple world building, which I don't like, the like high fantasy where you like cannot understand it. Oh, it's so good. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to pause it because I'm doing another readathon, which is gonna be a Kindle readathon, so I can't read it right then. Number 3, what was the last book that you marked as TBR? So let me check on my Goodreads. If you'd like to follow me on Goodreads, it is Teresa Love, and there's a picture of me. The last book that I marked as to read, Obsidian Eyes. I will put a picture up. It is a Kindle. I found it on, I think I got it from BookBub, and it's one of the ones that I wanted to mark. Actually, I might be reading it for a Kindle readathon. Number 4, what is a book you plan to read next? So since I am doing this readathon, which is called the Kindle Clear Out, which is the hashtag, hosted by Jen Marsh and a bunch of bookstagrammers. But since the object of this readathon is to just read all Kindle books for a week and see how many you can clear out of your Kindle thing. I have 183 Kindle books. Okay, the next book I am going to read for the Kindle Clear Out is A Shade of Novak. It is book 8 in the A Shade of a Vampire series, and this will be a reread for me because I wanted to be prepared to start book 9, which I will read after that book. Number 5, do you use a star rating? I do. I am a little bit of a easy grader on star ratings. I just feel like I just want the enjoyment of reading, and I don't want to like judge it too harshly. So if I like love a book and I'm obsessed, it's a 5. If I like love a book, it's like a 4.5. If I'm like, I really like this book, it was good, it's a 4. So That's kind of how I rate. 3.5 is like, there were parts that I really liked, but then it kind of fell flat. 3 is like, not sure what was even going on with this book, but I did like something. 2.5, I don't think I've ever rated. 2 is, why did I read this, but I continued. And 1 is, I hate absolutely everything about it. I should have DNF'd it. There were so many things that I just was against. So that's how my rating goes. Number 6, are you doing a reading challenge this year? Yes, I am. I chose 85 books. I wanted to keep it low. I thought of pushing for 100 because I did 94 last year, but I wanted to keep it low so that if I get close, I can just push it instead of like, I don't want to get to the point where I don't make it because then that would bum me out. Number 7, do you have a wish list? So I have a little wish list and it just has a few books. I know one series is the Sean McGuire series, Wayward Children. I want that whole series in hardcover. I think it's beautiful. Every single book's cover is gorgeous and I love the first 2 books I've read. But I don't have it on my like description in my Bookstagram. I don't know. I just don't really want to do that. Number 8 is, what do you plan to buy next? So I go to the used bookstore about once a week. That is my outing. I'm chronically ill and that is one of the things that I try and want to do. So it kind of just depends what is there. I'm always looking for Demon Glass by Rachel Hawkins. That is book 2 in the Spellbound series that I loved and became obsessed with, and now I'm just looking for book 2 because I have book 3. Number 9, do you have any favorite quotes if you could share some? This is one of my favorite quotes ever. So this is from House of Night by PC Cast and Kristen Cast, one of my favorite series. Remember, darkness does not always equate to evil, just as light does not always bring good. I love that quote. I also love, and then we have Harry Potter quote, but you know, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Albus Dumbledore. And another Harry Potter one, we've all got both light and dark inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we are. That's who we really are, by Sirius Black. From Hunger Games, I'm not pretty, I'm not beautiful, I am as radiant as the sun. Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds ever be in your favor. And of course, my favorite quote of all time, the Twilight quote. About 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there's a part of him, and I didn't know how potent that part must be that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally, irrevocably in love with him. What if I'm not the superhero? I'm the bad guy. There's a lot of Twilight quotes. Number 10, who are some of my favorite authors? Stephanie Meyer, Ali Condi, PC Cast and Kristen Cast, Kemi Garcia and Margaret Stoll, Tahara Mafi, Nicola Yoon. Number 12 is add any questions you have, and I can't think of any. That is all the Goodreads tag. This was a fun tag video to do, and thank you so much. Remember, you can find magic wherever you look. Sit back and relax. All you need is a book. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!